So here's a Citadel / Games Workshop set that I have bought around 10 years ago. So let's take a look what's inside this particular kit. Okay, we have a lot of brushes for various purposes. We have some like dry brush type ones, and we have some fine detail brushes like this as well, and they're actually color coded and it actually says fine detail brush, so I know what it's for, and like large dry brush and so on. And we have this to get out some of the pieces. I think that's like a dentist tool or something like that. Okay, here we have our clipper. We have our handle for the drilling, so we obviously have the drill bits for this as well. And I think, yeah, actually here there are, yeah, here are the drill bits. So if you need to make those small holes, you can do it with that. Very good set, I should say. It's really nice. We have some files here. We have golden and brown for, I don't know, presumably different grades of filing. We have, actually I think this is the clipper with the set. That's like a clipper I just added myself, but this is the clipper from the Citadel set, and it's much cooler and much nicer, to be honest with you. So let's put it back where it was as well. Yeah. Okay, and this is an interesting one. This is a seam remover. So, you know, there's a plastic molding process requires that there's a seam sometimes between the two hulls. And what you do is you perpendicularly like scrape away that seam and hopefully get rid of it. And it's a really nice tool. I really like having this one handy. So it's good to have. And moving here, we have our regular modeling knife, which is also good quality. I think you can obviously change the plates with some process. It shouldn't be too hard. And I think it comes with some spare bits as well. And we have the tweezers here, which are also pretty nice, pretty good quality. No, this is not from the set actually. I think, yeah, I just threw this one in. So that doesn't come with the set probably, but still, I think it's a very nice set. It folds like nicely and easily, so I'm really glad to have this one. You know, should be a fair price by now, but I bought it 10 years ago, so I'm good. And we have like a painting book, how to paint Citadel miniatures from Citadel. So these are for Warhammer 40,000 and Lord of the Rings sets, and it comes with a DVD as well. And I think this is really nice. It's very helpful. And yeah, this turns out to be a Citadel clipper as well. Just I bought it separately and just added that one, I think. Okay, we have some tips about gluing, painting, and everything in between. So that's highly recommended. I think it shows you how the paints make a difference in your model and the way you paint them. So, and I have several of these kits. So this is a Warhammer set, Empire Battalion. Let's take a look. Okay, we have some assembly needed here. This is for the artillery crew, but we have a fair bit of other figures as well. And once you do the assembly, you can move to the painting stage. And the good thing about these models is the colors are specified. They have their own color range, so you can reference that. I actually have their paint set as well, again bought 10 years ago. Now I have my doubts as to whether they will work if I just pour in some water with them, but even if they wouldn't work, I can paint with other colors, but I'm sure it will be a nice one. So we have explanations of different figures here. Yeah, this flag is gonna be kind of hard to paint, but anyway. Okay, and we have for the different sets, this is like 3 sets in one, so it's quite many of them. So this is Empire Knightly Orders, and we have these. Yeah, these are like equestrian soldiers, and we have some horse assembly here, with the knights on top, handgunners, and Empire State Troops, and the artillery crew. So this is, yeah, it's a fantastical like universe, but again, it's I think roughly 16th century, like wartime would be appropriate to say they're inspired from. And so let's take a look at these. You can see a large banner here, which is real nice, like really detailed, real good detail there. And we have like sprue upon sprue. Some of these have came off, but that's okay. Again, it's an old model, but well, it's about 10 years old. So we have some horse pieces here. The thing I like about these moldings are they are really good quality. They have good detail and they are strong, and you know they glue nicely. They are not, you know, fiddly or anything like that. So I really like the quality. I hear they are a little bit pricey, but again, I have 10 years of inflation behind me, so I think I'll be good. Some nice shields with nice heraldry. It will be a little difficult to paint them, but it will be quite fun. We have some pieces here inside separate pack. These are the bases basically for the figures and the horses and so on. We have the artillery pieces here and their assemblies. A lot of horses again. Yeah. So what I'm thinking about is I will start taking them off and assembling them in part, and you know, probably I may move on to the part where I give them a primer with spray paint, but that's about as much time as I have in a very limited amount of time. Actually, I'm filming it in a very busy time, but I wanted to just some very light modeling to you know, get these things, just to make the initial assembly portions done. So I think it would be a good chance to get those. And you can see here with the like tail assembly, for example, this tail will be able to move, I think, and it's a very good, very well thought out detail. And we have the seam lines mentioned before. Okay, so actually while we're here, let's just start doing this horse, at least see how it goes. Let's take the like slightly fancier Citadel clipper. You know, just for your reference, this is the more standard Citadel again clipper. It's not so bad. This is very useful as well, but just for the sake of fanciness, I guess this looks way cooler, definitely. Okay, so let's be careful where we want to take it out. So I think these will snap into the black bases that we have encountered in their separate packaging. So there'll be a nice display. Of course, these are like game models, so they're meant to be plates. I don't expect huge sturdiness, but definitely I think much better than a traditional plastic model. I'm expecting they will be much better than that. I need to be careful here not to because so lovely details are on this unicorn here. Yeah, I'm gonna much rather hurt the sprue than the horse. Okay, so we can get rid of the sprue here. Let's just check the fit in a general sense, see how it is. But again, we will obviously need to put the tail here before we complete the assembly. Yeah, so it should be something like this, I think. And it kind of refuses to stay put. Oops, don't do that. Okay, I'm not sure how that will work out, to be honest with you. I may need to do some filing, like, I don't know, maybe some drilling. This hole where the tail is supposed to go, because this needs to be moving in a nice way here. Will it be possible? Anyway, let's check the head assembly, see if it will fit. Oops, or will I need to put it before I put the two hulls together? That's interesting. I'm not sure, actually. Okay. So anyway, this I think will be just glued with this together. There's no like wiggle room or something like that. And I don't think I need to put it before, like combining the two hulls. I can put this at the last step, but the tail will definitely need to be able to fit between these two parts before I can glue them together. Do I need to do it for the head? I don't think so. No, head it's just, you know, it has nothing to do with those. And only glue will hold it. It's okay. But it looks really nice. Real nice. Like even now it looks quite good. Okay. I will need to sort this out. Like maybe there's a like place where I should need to drill down a little more. But so here it is. Like it's really nice. Games Workshop. Thank you for this. Thank you for producing this. Like there's no promotion or anything like that for this video. But I think it's a nice kit and it's definitely good to have. So let's see if we can remove some of those seam lines. This will not be visible anyway, but yeah, if you can see, this takes out, oops, small parts. This takes out most of the like seam line, and if it were outside, it would definitely be very little of the seam line visible. So that would probably require like a molding knife. There's a large flash here. It's not, I shouldn't call it flash, I think just a molding mark or something like that. Yeah. Okay, it's quite smooth now. So yeah, I will like manufacture several of these, and again, depending on the reaction to this video, because I have to do quite a bit of trial and error. I don't know what takes attention, like this. Like I don't know what you want to see. If it gets a lot of views, I will continue doing that. If it gets like 4 or 5 views and no likes, I will stop doing that, frankly. So let me know if you like this kind of video and or this particular model. But I think this is a very, very nice set. Like I don't know, I think like something like 30 figures should be in this one. It's a really extensive, nice set, this Empire Battalion. Okay, so see you in the next one.